Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, a matchup out of the American League Western Division between the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Brett Anderson gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Settling in now as Dribble Cabrera. He will lead this one off today. Here's the first pitch to him. Changeup called strike one. And Dan Dero, these A's as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, Dero? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He'll come in here at 259, 2 home runs and 5 driven in. A 1 pitch on its way. Back up the middle. And that's into center field for another base hit, and trouble's brewing here to start the ball game.
Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first 2 guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. He swings and grounds it to short. Simeon's got it. Profile for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes 1 grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 sent on the ground out to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rangers leave 1. It's the Rangers 0. A's coming up on Major League Baseball, the show. Lance Lynn, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy also uses that pitch that's kind of in vogue in the game now, that cutter. It looks to the hitter like a 4-seam fastball, and the next thing you know, it's running in on you. Mariano Rivera used that pitch exclusively in the 9th inning and broke a lot of bats, and this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to his repertoire.
Stepping up now, Ramon Laureano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. fellas, this Rangers ball club as they begin play. They come into this one fresh off a victory last time out that ended a 6-game losing streak.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped straight up. Odor shading to his right. 1 out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Mark Rosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters. The guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, the power hitting third baseman Matt Chapman. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead 0-1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Roll, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle. And he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. First delivery to him on the way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
The 3-1 is a strike called on the outer part of the zone. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Lynn comes set. Here he comes 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Piscotty is off at first with 2 away. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Oakland. Still no score. Here's Rougned Odor now. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
The second baseman, Rougned
First
Odor.
pitch of the at-bat. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Right side. Olsen is there. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He is out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Nomar Mazara.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Shin-Soo Choo.
So striding forward now, Shin-Soo Choo. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Oh, and he misses it.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3
Batting
innings.
8.
Next thing you know,
The
a
third
little
baseman,
swinging ground ball
number 21.
and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. Drilled on the ground to short, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now,
Batting
this
9.
pitcher thought he was going to
The catcher,
cruise through
number
this
2.
inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Up next for the Rangers, Jeff Mathis. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Chu over at second. Wisdom at first. 2 out in the inning. Hit on the ground out to short. Simeon's there. On to first, and the Rangers squander a good opportunity here as the side is retired. Rangers leave a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
Leading off
they'll have
for
5,
the
6,
A's,
and 7 here to
the
start
first
the
baseman,
home half of the second.
Matt Olson.
First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1. Two and 0 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Now the 2-0 home is in there for strike one.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Let's see what they throw Olsen on a 3-1 count.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. There's strike two as it catches the outside corner. And he fouls this one off. Hit sharply on the ground. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Chad.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. From the stretch. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Sharp ground ball to third. And he has some trouble with it. But they will still get the lead runner at second, so no double play. But boy, very fortunate to record the first out there.
Jurek Stud. Ball.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Jurickson Profar. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Profar ahead with a 3-1 count here.
3-1.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Full count, 3-2.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Nothing doing there for the A's. We'll move to the third with no score. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the switch hitting former All-Star Asdrubal Cabrera. First pitch on its way. And a ball, 1-0. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Simeon over to his left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter Pence.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Here's the first pitch to him. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. This is popped up. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for route number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
Digging in to try it again, Elvis Andrews. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
The 1-1 home. Now here's a drive out to right center field. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First offering on its way. Into right field. That's a base hit. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roll. You get the first 2 out of the inning, the next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Rougned Odor will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Gallo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Liner towards second. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nomar Mazara. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set. The 0-1. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rangers will have to be content with just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rangers 1 and the A's nothing.
We're back now as the A's are ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. Looking at the stats, it's pretty clear they're one of the more difficult groups of hitters to deal with, as they currently rank in the top 3 in the league in both hits and runs scored. One coach told me, we do it in a variety of ways. We've got guys that can launch balls out of the ballpark, but we've also got guys that can set the table or buckle down and have a quality at-bat for the team given the situation. The point is, we don't ever want to give the opposing pitching a break, and we've been pretty good about that. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi. Now here's the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this
Batting
guy? I
nut.
mean, he's been swinging the bat
Nut
well.
shortstop.
I know it's only
Mark
April, but he's been using the entire
Jimmy,
field,
yeah.
staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in. He pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. Semien, 28 years old. He was taken in the 6th round back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And it's 1-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Mazzara ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, number 22.
Getaway day here on a Wednesday afternoon as you get a look at the upcoming schedule for the weekend and into the first part of next week. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's set and the pitch. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Squeezing it is Odor, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1. They trail this one 1-0.
Oh no, you don't wanna push me too far. Stay low, maybe you was messing with a star, right?
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He'll
Leading
lead
off
things
for the
off
Rangers,
here in this one-run
the left fielder,
contest.
Shin-Soo Choo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Lifted the other way out to left center. Pinder on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, number 21.
Coming to the plate now, Patrick Wisdom. First delivery to him on the way. Too low, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
On to first, and it's a fine start to the inning for Anderson. 2 away now.
Now batting, the catcher, Jeff Mathis.
Ready for another chance? Jeff Mathis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. And that's by him. It's 0-1. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers, but they're on top 1-0. Now batting, Stephen Piscotty. He drew a walk his first time up.
The right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Piscotty, 28 years old. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. The 1-2. And he pops it up. Pence coming on, but this will land untouched. The 1-2 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pence on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chris Davis.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Three balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH. Matt Olson will be next. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Payoff pitch one more time. There's ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather be standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your one-run lead.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that brings in the big power-hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Davis, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go-ahead at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box now, Chad Pinder, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Popped up. Gallo has got it, and the side is retired. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 1-0. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera.
Leading off for Texas, the designated hitter, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. Line towards center field. Laureano is right there. 1 down.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
In now, Hunter Pence. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Here it comes. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Ripped down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be
Up next
circled
for the
on that
Rangers,
lineup card because he's
the
on
good
fire.
guy.
That's his
Elvis.
second hit of the ball game right
Andrew.
there, and I don't see him stopping.
Stepping in now, Elvis Andrews. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here it comes now to Andrus. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Boy, this
the
guy is
first
off to
baseman,
some kind of series,
Joey
and he's one of the
Gallo.
better road hitters in all of baseball.
Dan, some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Here's Joey Gallo now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Hence on second. Andrus is over at first with 1 away. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rougned Odor.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. 1 run, 9 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. There's that slider truly in an unhittable spot. It's 1-1. The set and the 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
What a well-executed sinker right there. There's really nothing you can do with that pitch. You're either burying it into the ground or fouling it off your shin.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit, and not in time as the run scores.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this.
Now batting,
2 outs,
the
2
center
strikes
fielder,
on the batter,
Nomar
and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Ready now, Shin-Soo Choo.
Yeah, we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they start him out away with a called strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Late that time for a strike.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rangers lead this one 2-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's Jurickson Profar. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Now here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. A high fastball is in there.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. They'll try to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Andrus gloves it, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Standing in now, Josh Fegley. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Softly hit here to the left side. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up. And there
The
are
batter,
two
number
down.
10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
At the plate, Marcus Semien. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. That finds the zone, a called strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're one strike away from being shut out through 5.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. On the move is Chu. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 5 innings complete. The Rangers on top here, 2-0. Ready for another shot now.
Leading off
Patrick
for
Wisdom.
Texas,
He's 1 for
the
2
third
in the
baseman,
ball game.
number 21.
And the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Their
Now
role
batting,
pitcher is absolutely
catcher.
dealing right
Yeah.
now. So this is a big
Method.
moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Into the box now, Jeff Mathis. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Olsen is right there. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet
Now
up to
batting,
third here.
the designated hitter, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Next will be the designated hitter, Asdrubal Cabrera. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And that's going to be the end now for Brett Anderson. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision.
Ladies and
J.B.
gentlemen,
Wendelken,
your
the
attention,
6'1"
please.
right-hander, will be
Now
the one to
pitching
get the
for the
call
A's,
from the bullpen here.
number 57.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Wisdom stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Well, obviously not fighting on the first 2, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here.
The batter, the right fielder, Hunter Pence.
Standing in, Hunter Pence. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
The 1-0 now to Pence. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Elvis.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. And the way their pitcher is going, Dero, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, towing the slab. He's on fire right now.
Into the box, Elvis Andrus. 0-1 the count. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only one away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Joey Gallo. No balls and a strike to count. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Bases are loaded with only one out. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Joey Gallo goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Rougned Odor is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Not a good at bat from him so far. He's got the bases loaded out there, but he's been way too aggressive, chasing the first 2 pitches way out of the zone. He should be sitting pretty right now instead of being down 0-2 in the count.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. From the stretch, the 1-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And this is down for extra bases. And with 2 outs, this might get them all home.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter.
Now
this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags, he makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
In now, Nomar Mazara. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. The 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Well, some might say
Now
a walk
batting,
there is okay
left
because
fielder,
you've got first base
Jin
open,
Soo
but he's
Ju.
been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Now at the plate, Shin Soo Chu. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. First pitch of the at-bat. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Clips it behind his back, but he is in there as they can't get him at second.
Beggars can't be choosers right there.
Now
We
batting,
love those
number
lawn darts.
21.
Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Stepping up to the plate, Patrick Wisdom, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Your
Here's
attention,
Merritt
please.
gets the call to
Now
pitch here, and he'll
pitching
try
for
to
the A's.
sort this mess out. He's going
Number
to try to at
36.
least eat a couple of
Hugh
innings for his
Farrell.
guys.
Heat.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third, so the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rangers 6 and the A's nothing. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate,
Leading off
Ramon
for the
Laureano.
A's,
He'll start things
the
out in the
center
6th
fielder,
for a lineup
number
that really
22.
hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And he fouls this one off. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down. He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 2-2 offering. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Gone! A solo shot here to left. His first home run of the season, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Now batting,
standing in
third
now,
baseman,
Matt Chapman.
Matt
As the first
Chapman.
pitch is a bit high, it's ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. No outs, nobody on. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
High in the air out to center field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Up next for Oakland, the right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Striding in for Oakland, Stephen Piscotty. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Got him reaching there. Strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Here now the 2-2. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Throw into second. But the throw is offline, and he's in there with 2 bases.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking
hitter,
right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he'll motion for the bullpen. That's going to be all for Lance Lynn. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one.
Your
Number
attention,
55
please.
is ready,
Now
and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 55.
Chris Davis will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. The 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Mazar is under it.
He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2
Now
away.
batting, the first baseman, Matt
Stepping in,
Olson.
Matt Olson, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Piscotty on third with 2 out. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now. So he's able to come through here
Now
with 2
batting,
away,
left
and that's
fielder.
a good time to check out
Yeah.
our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard.
Pinter.
And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Into the box now, Chad Pinder trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. From the stretch. And he popped him up. Gallo in foul ground. And no one will track it down. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Gallo is there to make the catch and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. The Rangers lead it 6-2. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now to the plate, Jeff Mathis.
Leading off
He
for the
was
Rangers,
retired via the ground
the
ball
catcher,
last time
number
up.
2.
First
Jeff
offering on its way.
Mathis.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get
The
to
batter,
that one.
the designated hitter, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in as Asdrubal Cabrera. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time.
And they'll have to kind of come after him this time. No good reason for walking him right here.
And it's fouled away. Comes set with the 0-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. That misses 1-2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
The right fielder, Hunter.
Into the box, Hunter Pence. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here it comes on 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Count still at 1-2. Runners on first with 1 down. To short, hit hard. And that drops in for another base hit. He's 4 for 5 now.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees.
The batter,
he stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Elvis Andrus.
At the plate, Elvis Andrus. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's just 1 for 13. He's set and the pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-0 home is taken, strike 1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Cabrera at second, Pence at first, 1 gone. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
He loses him on ball 4.
Oh, that's
now
a
batting.
walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Joey Gallo. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. Here's the first pitch to him. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Boy, it's really fun for me watching this vet out there battling in this tough spot. We've seen him in jams like this many times before, so he has plenty of experience to be able to get out of these kind of jams. And he's thinking more about that than the task at hand, which is getting this hitter out.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Count still full, 3-2. Again, another foul ball. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Rougned Odor, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-2 game.
Now batting.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Now at the plate, Nomar Mazara. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 0 for 5. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. First pitch on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he misses with it, 1-1.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rangers center fielder. Shin-Soo Choo will follow here. He waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball.
The left fielder.
Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box now, Shin-Soo Choo, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2. 2 out, bases loaded. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the Rangers 8 and the A's 2. So coming to the plate, Jurickson Profar. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Ball three.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball three. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Josh.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Ridley. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Bases are empty. One man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
Oh, and 2. Here it comes. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone. A solo shot here to left. His first home run of the season. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it, just like he did there.
The batter, number 10.
Now, Marcus
Shortstop,
Semien.
Marcus.
This will take a look at a slider
Semien.
here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. There is Andrus on to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 22.
So 2 are gone now in the Oakland half of the 7th. And up next will be Ramon Laureano.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock.
The
and
batter,
in today's game,
third baseman,
where every manager is
Matt
employing hundreds
Chapman.
of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Into the box, Matt Chapman. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
They They seem to forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
takes over pitching duties, please. Looking to get that final out now here in this Texas, 7th inning.
Number 31, Chris Martin. Now batting, the right fielder.
Standing in now, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Comes set and the 0-1. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
The 0-2 once more. Lifted into the air out towards center field.
Mazar is under it.
And that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Texas is out in front 8-5. Fernando Rodney has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now at the plate, Patrick Wisdom.
Leading off
He's
for the
doubled
Rangers,
and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest.
Number 21.
First offering on its way. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The catcher,
Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Striding into the box, Jeff Mathis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Two and 0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Outside, 3-0 now. Waiting on deck is Drupal Cabrera. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, designated hitter as Drupal Cabrera.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in the switch hitting former All-Star as Drupal Cabrera.
Your attention,
Trevino
please.
will come on in
Now
relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the
Number
season.
62, Lou Trevino.
Delivery to him on the way. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Mathis leads off first with 1 away. And he lays off for ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Into the box now. Hunter Pence.
The right fielder.
He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is outside for a ball. And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The 2-1 pitch. 2-2 the count. Still only 1 out in the inning. The 2-2 locks him up for strike 3.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Elvis Andrus, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Laureano is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But 2 here in the Rangers half of the inning, and they come on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Rangers 10 and the A's 5. Here's Chris Davis
leading off for the A's, the designated hitter, Chris Davis.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Yeah.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1 in there, and it's even now, 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games.
Baseman.
That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Into the box, Matt Olson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Back goes Chu on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, the left fielder, Chad Pinder.
Stepping into the box, Chad Pinder. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Two out, nobody on. One and one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They've got some work to do. It's 10-5.
Your
Ryan
attention,
Booker
please.
enters from the
Now
pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the
Number
score right
52,
where it is heading to the
Ryan
bottom of the 9th.
Booker.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Gallo.
First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the concrete staircases and gone. Big Joey Gallo leaves the yard with a solo shot. 4th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. Here's the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Roll, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Fouled away. Base is empty here with nobody out. A full count for Odor. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another full count offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nomar Mazara.
Striding in once again, Nomar Mazara. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. And there are 2 away now.
Now
not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Shin-Soo Choo. He went down on strikes last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
The 0-1 on its way.
Oh, that's low.
Now a breaking ball, but it's low. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Chapman will put this one away, and his side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Rangers lead this one 11-5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Genmar
your
Gomez,
attention,
a
please.
right-handed reliever,
Now
standing
pitching for
6'3",
Texas,
gets the ball now
number
out of the
46,
bullpen.
Genmar Gomez.
Digging in, Jurickson Profar. 0
Leading
for 3
off
with a
for
couple
the
of
A's,
strikeouts for him to
the
this
second
point in the
baseman,
ball game.
Jurickson Profar.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. Is a fastball looked at for a strike. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Josh Phegley will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set.
Now batting, catcher, Josh
Digging in and looking for more, Josh Phegley. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Ball one. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Mazzara comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for out number 2.
Now batting, number 22.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Ramon Laureano. He's set. Here it comes. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Profar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. The throw to third.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a
Now
really
batting,
good pitch,
third
and yet
baseman,
this guy's so
Matt
big and so strong, he's able
Chapman.
to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Standing in, Matt Chapman. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Swing and a little blooper to center. Andres into shallow center. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. The tag, and he'll be called out. And that is going to do it for this ball game.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
11-6 the final score in this ball game. Texas were on fire with the bats and ended up with 19 hits total. Lance Lynn earns his first win of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. First for the victorious Rangers, 11 runs, 19 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting out west in the American League, the Rangers picked up, 19 hits in this one as they defeated the A's in Oakland 11-6. The Angels set 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the visiting Yankees 7-4. The Astros knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 7-2. The Padres starting pitcher, number 25, got his first career win, helping the Padres down the Mariners 4-3. The Boston Red Sox got 11 hits overall as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 8-2. The Kansas City Royals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-0. The Giants got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-3. The Chicago White Sox amassed 14 hits in the game as they blew out Baltimore 7-0. The Indians completed a short 2-game sweep as they beat the visiting Marlins 6-3. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Phillies had 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-4. The Cubs combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 9-1. They now have 6 straight victories. The Atlanta Braves launched 3 home runs as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-4. The Pirates racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 9-3. The Redbirds completed a 3-game series sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home 8-4. The Colorado Rockies finished off a 3-game sweep as they bested the visiting Nats 5-1. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the New York Yankees pounded out 17 hits in this one as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 6-5. The Mariners went deep 4 times as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 11-0. The Houston Astros totaled 11 hits as they bested the visiting Indians 4-1. Michael Fulmer earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Tigers to the win over the Red Sox 4-1. The Marlins got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 5-3. The Chicago Cubs earned the 3-game series sweep as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 5-0. It was their 7th straight victory. The Braves got 11 hits overall as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 6-2. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.